Hi and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Stacy and I'm a NASM certified personal trainer, and I have some beginner workout guides on my website and I'll have that linked below. I'm also a dream vacations travel advisor, so I can help you plan as much or as little of your dream vacation as you would like. My travel website's linked below, as well as my free quote form. I post a lot of Disney travel and week of workouts every single week, so if you're interested in any of that, please consider subscribing to my channel. My goal is to reach 500 subscribers by the end of April. Like my videos so that YouTube will send it out so that I can achieve that goal. So this video is going to be a deep dive into Disney Cruise Line's two oldest ships. So Disney Cruise Line is a niche cruise line that has many different things that most cruise lines don't do. I have a previous video I will have linked below about 6 major things that I feel like Disney just does completely different than any other cruise line. And in this video, we're going to talk about the Disney Magic and the Disney Wonder, which both came out around 98 and 99. They're the oldest cruise ships in the Disney Cruise Line fleet. So Disney Cruise Line is known for the dark black, bluish, it's actually really dark blue on like the bottom part of the ship, with the gold designs and the red iconic funnel that plays Disney songs as the ship horn, which I think is so freaking cool. And it's also known for the stern characters and the bow characters. So I'll go over every single one of those things for each of these two ships and the differences between the two, and then the things that they kind of share in common. The Disney Magic, it was the first ship in the Disney Cruise Line fleet. It set sail in July of 1998 and was refurbished again in May of 2003, so it recently went through a full dry dock with tons of different renovations, added a lounge, redid the suites, and a couple of other things too. This ship has 11 public decks, 875 staterooms, and a crew of 950 with a max capacity of 2,713 passengers. That's not even just double occupancy. So a lot of times cruise ships will report that their capacity is double occupancy, so 2 people per room. There are some rooms on the Disney Cruise Line that holds up to 5 guests. So that's pretty awesome for families. And the Disney Magic stern character is Goofy, and he's kind of hanging so that it looks like he's painting the ship. It's so cute. And then at the bow of the ship, which is the front part, so the stern is the back, the bow is the front, there is a golden painted image of Sorcerer Mickey. So it's like he's the magic of it, you know, he's making the ship go magic because Sorcerer Mickey. And then in the atrium of all of the Disney Cruise Line ships, there is a statue character that kind of encompasses the overarching theme of that specific ship. So on the Disney Magic, it is Mickey Mouse at the helm. So he's got a ship wheel, if you will, and it's just super cute. I've never been on the Magic, but one day I want to, especially because I want to go on every single ship at some point in my lifetime. As far as dining goes, a lot of the ships have different restaurants so that every ship kind of has its own offering. So on the Disney Magic, they have Rapunzel's Royal Table. And from Disney's website, this is the little blurb that they have. A feast fit for royalty. The princess with the long flowing locks is making her return to the kingdom of Corona. Join King Frederick and Queen Ariana at Rapunzel's royal table for a celebratory feast filled song and dance. Catch the mischievous, snuggly duckling thugs in action and maybe even meet Rapunzel herself. So a lot of times the Disney main dining room restaurants will have a dinner and a show kind of feel for almost all of the restaurants. And then the other one that is different is Lumiere's. And from Disney's website, here's the little blurb that they have about it. Be our guest. Relive the enchantment of Beauty and the Beast at this restaurant named after the charismatic candelabra from the beloved Disney movie. Be magically transported to a glittering fairy tale world as you fall in love with flavors of expertly crafted French and American cuisine. I haven't been. I wish. It just sounds so cool. And then at the pool deck, they have the Duck Diner, a quick service counter that features Middle Eastern inspired foods such as gyros and shawarma, as well as American classics like hamburgers, hot dogs, chicken tenders, french fries. Disney is known to have their Broadway style shows. If you've been to any of the parks and seen the shows there, those are pretty much Broadway caliber style shows as well. And the Disney Cruise Line ships shows are no different. From Disney's website, there are 3 shows, and this little blurb kind of tells you a little tiny bit about all of them. Prepare to be spellbound as you follow Rapunzel's hair-rising journey in Tangled, the musical. Experience a fairy tale talent in a new and surprising way, twice charmed, an original twist on Cinderella's story. Take a delightful journey with Anne-Marie in Disney Dreams, an enchanted classic featuring Peter Pan, Pinocchio, Cinderella, Aladdin, and other Disney favorite friends. I've seen Disney Dreams. It's also on the Disney Wonder, which I have been on. And it's so cute. It's so much fun, that show. I love Disney shows. I love the magic, and oftentimes throughout the theaters, Disney will have different effects going on, and it's just a lot of fun. On the Disney Magic, there is the Aquadunk from Disney's website. Follow Dewey's Duck Prince up the ship's highest point for a high-speed adventure like no other. Brace yourself as the floor drops out and you plummet 212 feet, rocketing over the side of the ship before plunging down 3 stories through a twisting, translucent tube to an unforgettable splashdown. That sounds like a lot of fun. All the Disney ships have some type of slide, and when I was on the Disney Wonder, it was a colder cruise, so I didn't go down any of the slides. And then the adults only spaces on the Disney Magic include quite a few different areas. There is Soul Cat Lounge, which is fairly new. It's kind of based off of Disney's Soul. From their website, swinging good time. Sway the night away at Soul Cat Lounge, a spirited nightclub inspired by the sultry sights and sounds of a retro New York City jazz lounge. Delight to live jazz music, and intimate dance floor, and subtle nods to the Disney and Pixar movie Soul as you sip on a classic cocktail or innovative mocktail. So while this specific lounge isn't necessarily an adults only lounge, it definitely leans into more of that adults like friendly vibe. Obviously kids can come through. I think it's also kind of an open space, so like I'll get to the one on the Disney Wonder here in a minute, but if it's similar to the one on the Wonder, you have to walk past it to get to one of the restaurants anyway, so it's not necessarily full on for adults, but like you get that like adult vibe from this space. On both ships there is the after hours district, but they all have different venues in that area. During the day there's a lot of activities in these venues like trivia or maybe like the animation class, that kind of thing, but then at night they are 18 and up only. From Disney's website, here's their little description. I love their descriptions, so I'm going to be reading a lot of them because I just think that they kind of set the scene very well. They've got really good writers for a reason. It's Disney. So when the sun sets, enjoy a relaxing nightcap or some late night partying at After Hours Entertainment District, following a unique mix of adult exclusive lounges, bars, and nightclubs. Watch sports at the Irish-inspired O'Gill's Pub. Listen to timeless tunes at Keys, retro cool piano bar, and plunge into an ocean of fun, dancing, live entertainment, and spirited drinks at Fathom's nightclub. From my experience on Disney Cruise Line, their nightlife isn't, you know, crazy super partying kind of thing. They'll have like a silent DJ or disco or something like that where you're actually given headphones and everyone's like tuned into the same like music, same DJ. It's not like a super loud environment externally like on other like cruise lines that have a nightclub with blasting music, dancing, that kind of thing. But like in the piano bars, they're really fun, just to listen and just hang out with some drinks and your family, friends, whomever you're sailing with. Okay, so that is everything for the Disney Magic. We're going to move on to the Disney Wonder, and I've been on this ship. It is a lot of fun. I loved sailing on the Disney Wonder. So I'll go through all the unique things to Disney Wonder and then all the things that both ships have in common. So the Disney Wonder was the second ship to set sail with Disney Cruise Line fleet. Its maiden voyage was in August of 1999, and then it had another dry dock in September of 2023. It had another like refurbishment previous to that in 2019, I believe. I have it written somewhere later. I don't remember the date. When I get to it, I'll let you know. It also has 11 public decks with 875 staterooms and a crew of 945 and can hold up to 2,713 passengers. The stern character is Huey and Donald. So Huey is kind of poking out of a porthole while Donald is suspended, kind of like how Goofy was on the Magic trying to paint the ship, and Huey is pretending to like cut the lines that is holding Donald up. It's super cute and like whimsical. And then the bow of the ship is Captain Mickey, which I'm not sure why it's Captain Mickey because the atrium character is Ariel. So I'm not 100% sure why they didn't pick, I guess it's because it's the earliest ones in the fleet, but I'm not sure why they didn't pick a different one. In the atrium of the Wonder, right behind Ariel is actually one of the restaurants. It's there's 2 entrances and this is one of them. It is Triton's, as in like her father. So the restaurant is Triton's, and from Disney's website, an ocean of flavors, be immersed in the dazzling underwater world of The Little Mermaid at this elegant restaurant inspired by the sea palace of Ariel's father, King Triton. Amid ornate chandeliers, stained glass, and sea-inspired architecture, whet your appetite with continental cuisine with a French flair for dinner. I think we went to this one once because we had a 5-night itinerary and I honestly don't remember a whole lot of it because this one, at least on our itinerary, didn't have much of that show factor that the other restaurants have, so I don't remember a whole lot. I remember enjoying the food and enjoying the night. I think it was our like embarkation day night dinner, and I think this was, maybe Tiana's was, I don't know. I just remember it, don't remember a whole lot of it. So the other restaurant that is unique to the Disney Wonder is Tiana's. And from Disney's website, a rousing celebration. Swing to the rhythm of live jazz and indulge in scrumptious Louisiana-style cuisine inspired by the beloved Disney film The Princess and the Frog. Family photos and water lily-shaped candle holders throughout are just some of the special touches from the movie that convey Tiana's timeless tale. This one was a lot of fun. We did, yeah, we ate in there 2 nights on our cruise, and the first night there wasn't that big show. I think it was embarkation day. And then the second time we went in there, there was this whole show. They had the live like jazz playing like songs from the movie, and it was a lot of fun. And the food was really, really good. A lot of good flavors with that Louisiana style like cuisine. And then at the pool deck, there is Daisy Delights, which is a quick service counter with more health conscious treats from salads, sandwiches, wraps, fruit, and stuff like that. And I'm pretty sure you can get like hamburgers and hot dogs there too. I don't remember. We actually didn't eat at any of these quick service restaurants. I don't know why, we just never did. We didn't actually go up to the pool deck very much. And then for the Disney Wonder Broadway style shows, from the website, dazzling stage shows filled with beloved melodies and incredible costumes, set designs, and choreography bring Disney storytelling to life in the heartwarming production of Frozen, a musical spectacular, the spellbinding tale of Disney dreams, an enchanted classic, and the star-studded The Golden Mickey's Awards show. All 3 of those shows are absolutely amazing. I really liked the Golden Mickeys. It's like this super cheesy award show with the Disney characters. You're getting a Golden Mickey, and the whole show is kind of this new host is like, I'm filling in for the old host because something happened and they weren't able to do it. And it was super cute and a lot of fun. And it kind of leans into like the formal night of the cruise. So the night the show is scheduled to play, they also have like more of a formal night that day. And then for the adult spaces, again, this is going to be, this next one is not necessarily only for adults. This space actually was near one of the restaurants, so you had to walk past it in order to get to that restaurant, and it is the French Quarter Lounge, which was next to Tiana's naturally. So you're walking through this area with the French Quarter Lounge to get to Tiana's, so you're kind of starting in the theming of Princess and the Frog before you actually get to that restaurant, which I think is really cool. So from Disney's website, where it's always Mardi Gras, let the Big Easy's charm sweep you off your feet at this New Orleans inspired watering hole. Indulge in lively libations, genteel decor, and live jazz. And for a true NOLA experience, savor some hot, sugary beignets while sitting in a full-sized streetcar. That one was a lot of fun. The beignets are delicious, the coffee is good, the drinks were good. That venue was a lot of fun to just sit and relax. I think we did a trivia there too. Yeah, there's a lot of decor and like hints and little things that you know that it's like Princess and the Frog themed. And then the after hours district is the same in that all the venues are in one singular location as the Magic. They're all different lounges, and during the day they'll have different things like the trivia, activities, whatever they have going on the ship that day in these venues, but during the night they are 18 and up. And then from Disney's website, for adult exclusive entertainment, head to the ship's after hours district. Here you can raise a pint to good times at the British inspired Crown and Fin pub, listen to timeless piano tunes in the 1950s style Cadillac lounge, and dive into a splashy nightclub dance scene at Azure. So when we were on the Disney Wonder, we went to Crown and Fin pub a lot. It was just a fun place to hang out. They had board games available and we had a good time drinking and hanging out because on this trip, it was my husband and I and then his twin brother and his girlfriend. We took this trip together. And then the Cadillac Lounge was a lot of fun. We went in there for a wine tasting, which cost extra, but it was a lot of fun. They had their sommelier lead the tasting, and then we went back to the Cadillac Lounge another night to just listen to some piano music and hang out there, which was a lot of fun. And then we didn't go into Azure a lot. We met there for a port adventure, which is what Disney calls shore excursions. That was just a meeting place for getting off the ship for that port adventure. But we didn't really go in there too much. We went in there for trivia or something like that, but we didn't go in there for any particular thing. We only went in there when there was something scheduled that sounded interesting to us. But it was a cool looking venue. And then on Disney's website, they wanted to notate that the Disney Wonder had popular like tastings, like the wine tasting we went on and maybe beer tastings. There was a whiskey tasting on this cruise that we signed up for, paid for, but we ended up not going. Mostly, I don't even know why, to be honest. And then specifically on the Disney Wonder compared to the Disney Magic, they have the Royal Court Tea, which is for kids only. Parents can attend with them. And then here's the little description from Disney's website. Treat the little princess or prince in your life, ages 3 to 12, to a fanciful dining event featuring herbal teas, sweet and savory bites, keepsake gifts, and a special meet and greet with the beloved princesses. Which sounds like a lot of fun for little ones. You're doing this little tea party with the princesses. So that's everything on the Disney Wonder. So here's all the things that are on both ships. So all of the dining will be that 4-course meal. You're gonna have the rotational dining, which I should have mentioned earlier. Because Disney has like at least 3 restaurants on every single ship, they do what they call rotational dining, where you are scheduled to go to each dining room each night, and your wait staff will rotate with you, so you will have the same wait staff every single night. And then on both ships they have Animator's Palette, which is so much fun, and they have a different little description for both. For the Disney Wonder, it says drawn to magic, and then the Disney Magic, a storied spread. The Animator's Palette restaurant is a huge homage to animation, and there's all of these black and white sketches all over the restaurant. There's artwork, and there's like these big screens to help with the show aspect of this restaurant. And then the wait staff have really cool outfits that are just black and white Disney animation, and I think it's really, really cool. And for sure on the Disney Wonder, I think the magic is the same in terms of the show, but on the Disney Wonder, from my experience, you go in and they'll give you a piece of paper with a figure, like a person outline, and you have to you have to create your own figure and keep it like in the outline. And then they'll take that paper and create a show where all of the characters from all of the guests are dancing like in a parade through all of the screens around the restaurant, which is really, really cool. Yeah, both of the little descriptions off the Disney website are very similar, so I'm going to read the one for the Disney Wonder just because it's just a tiny bit longer. Celebrate the art of animated storytelling at Animator's Palette, where illustrations of Disney characters adorn the walls and magically spring to life in vibrant bursts of color. Dine on an artful, prepared fusion of Asian Pacific Islands and California cuisine as the evolution of animation unfolds before your eyes to the tunes of your favorite Disney songs. I think that's just a lot of fun. It's a beautiful restaurant. It just gives a lot of classic Disney vibes, which makes sense because these were the first 2 ships ever of Disney Cruise Line. So there's an adults only restaurant on both ships called Palo from Disney Cruise Line. Refined culinary pleasures. Indulge your senses at this chic adult exclusive restaurant serving classic Italian fare with a modern twist. Pamper your palate with artful prepared specialty including Dover sole, filleted tableside, and served with your choice from a stellar selection of Italian wines. That was actually a huge mouthful. That wasn't actually as descriptive as most of their things. Anyway, we went to Palo 2 times. We did their brunch, which is an all-you-can-eat kind of menu. They just kept bringing us pastries, and all I remember is the almond croissant was so good, and that's all I wanted. I had a Mickey waffle, classic Mickey waffle. Can't go on a Disney cruise or Disney parks without a Mickey waffle. And then we went for dinner, and we happened to be going during Valentine's Day, so we went on Valentine's Day, which happened to have been Pirate Night, and we did not actually see the Pirate Night show, which was a little sad, but that's okay. I kind of had a feeling that was going to be the thing, and I really wanted to dine at Palo for Valentine's Day, and that's what we did. And the dinner was really good. We did like the prefix menu. I think you can do an a la carte kind of menu as well, but we did the prefix one and everything was really good. If we were to go again, more than likely we would just do the brunch because it was so good. And it's not just like breakfasty items. You can get pizza or calzones, that kind of thing. A little bit more lunch style type foods, more savory than just breakfast and pastries and things like that. But Palo was a lot of fun and definitely worth the experience to go to at least once for dinner. And then both restaurants, the buffet on board is called Cabanas. And then by the pool, they both have Pinocchio's Pizzeria, which serves a variety of different types of pizza by the slice. And of course, they both have their soft serve ice cream little station called Ice Cream Treats and Frozone Treats. And then for entertainment, overall kind of thing on ship, they both have Goofy's Pool with the Funnel Vision, which is a 24-foot wide LED screen showing Disney movies all day long unless they have some type of event going on. And then both ships have Aqua Lab, which is their like splash pad water area for kids, and then a separate little toddler area for ages 3 and under, and then the Twist and Spout water slide, which is again for like the younger kids. Actually, I think anybody can go on that slide. I don't know. And then both ships have like a sports and recreation little area, and on Disney's website, here's the little description. Get your game on at Wide World of Sports on the upper deck. With basketball courts, ping pong tables, there's no shortage of activities to keep you moving and grooving. And on the promenade deck, you can take in the ocean views and fresh air as you jog or walk the 400-yard track around the ship. For more leisurely pursuits, try your hand at shuffleboard. We didn't really do a lot of the outdoor stuff when we were on the Disney Wonder. It was a colder cruise, so we might have spent an afternoon at the pool deck, and that was about it. We kind of walked around and looked at the things. We didn't spend a lot of time there. And then for the adults only spaces on both ships, from Disney's website, Oasis on the High Seas. Escape to some relaxing me time within the relaxing confines of the quiet cove, the ideal spot to swim, socialize, sip, drink, and soak up the sun. This tranquil adult exclusive area also includes 2 whirlpool spas, signals, pool bar, and Cove Cafe. I think we went over there once or twice. Again, like it was a cooler trip. We sailed out of San Diego and then did a 5-night Baja Mexican cruise, and it was like February, so it was a little bit chillier and a lot of the days were slightly overcast. So we spent a lot of times like in the indoor venues on the ship. But we did go to Cove Cafe a lot, which is the only place where you can get like a latte or a cappuccino kind of drink, and they do cost extra, but you can get their little punch card, so after every 5 for 10 drinks, you get one free. And you can take them home, bring them back on your next trip if you don't fill it out completely, which is really cool. And then Senses Spa and Salon, from Disney's little description, relax and rejuvenate. Experience pure bliss amid tranquil ocean views at Senses Spa and Salon. Pamper yourself with luxurious spa therapies and salon services and enjoy the use of rainforest-like showers on an aromatherapy steam room and a Roman-style dry sauna before or after your treatment. We kind of looked around the fitness area and the spa, but we didn't really utilize it that much. Their massages and spa treatments are really, really expensive. So for that specific trip, that was just not something we wanted to do. And then the fitness center is a full fitness center. Almost all of the treadmills are facing a large picture window facing the ocean, and there you can attend multiple different classes, including aerobics, yoga, Pilates, and more. A lot of those are also held at the pool deck, which is pretty cool. Like the yoga class, I think, was in the morning at the pool deck. So both ships have the same youth clubs, and they are super, super heavily themed. So the first one is Marvel Superhero Academy for ages 3 to 10, where they can interact with all of those characters from the Marvel universe and enjoy different like crafts and activities and video games with the crew members on, or cast members as Disney calls them, on board. And then for ages up to, also, is it 3 to 10? Oh, same age group, ages 3 to 10, they can go to Andy's room, which is Toy Story themed, and I believe, if I can't remember, I've seen a lot of times when you go on a Disney cruise, you can go to their open house and actually go into these spaces. So I've seen several videos online where like parents will go in there to just look at the space like the first night of the cruise during the open house, and I believe you are in the perspective of the toy. So everything is a little bit like larger than life because you're in the perspective of the toy, which is really, really cool. And it's kind of the same like vibes where there's activities all day long, that kind of thing, to keep kids occupied. And yeah. So for the older kids, so teens age 14 through 17, they can go to Vibe, which I think is in a completely different location than the kids club. I think it's more on the upper decks, where they can do a lot of different activities, socialize with others of their same age, and listen to music and play video games as well. Yeah, the Disney Vibe is actually in one of the iconic red funnels, which is really cool. I've never been in any of the kids clubs. Honestly, I didn't realize that's a thing you can do to go to like their open house thing. I don't even know if you have to have a kid with you. I'd have to find that out because I'd like to at least step foot into these areas just to see what they look like, because they are kids only, and that makes sense that there's only a specific time where adults are allowed in there, except for the cast members, of course. And so for kids age 11 to 14, so like the tween kind of age, they have Edge, which is just a bunch of different activities for this age group. And then for ages 6 months to 3 years, there's It's a Small World Nursery, where this is an extra charge, but you can schedule times to have your little one, your toddler, go be entertained by the amazing cast on the Disney Cruise Line. And then there is the Bippity Boppity Boutique, which is a like little salon makeover studio to basically transform into a Disney princess, prince, sometimes pirate, because they'll have a special little thing on Pirate Night for the little ones. And then both ships will have staterooms designed with families in mind, and here is the little description for just the overall vibe of the staterooms. Designed with families in mind, Disney Cruise Line staterooms aboard the Disney Magic and the Disney Wonder are equipped with innovations that ensure the ultimate in comfort and relaxation for guests of all ages. From imaginative inside retreat to a spacious and abundant appointed suite, our world-class accommodations let you and your loved ones travel the high seas in high style. Their rooms are so nice, and I think they are one of the things that separate Disney Cruise Line from other cruise lines. And the biggest thing is the bathroom in all of their rooms, except for their suites, because their suites are going to be like a extra large bathroom, multiple bathrooms in their suites. And the inside rooms, they're gonna have a split bathroom. One room with the shower and a sink, and then another room with the toilet and another sink, so that families can have separate spaces to do things, getting ready. Someone can shower, someone could be in the other room doing makeup. There's even a vanity in all of the rooms that you can use to get ready. And yeah. And then on the Disney Wonder and the Disney Magic, they both have very iconic suites located, I think, in the other Disney funnel. I think it's like split in half, so there's two of them. I'm not sure if these ones specifically are located, but they have the Walter E suite and the Roy O suite, as in Walt Disney and Roy Disney. They're brothers of the Disney family, of the founders of Disney, essentially. And these rooms are ginormous. They have 2 to 3 separate bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms, and they are beautiful. There are so many ship tours on YouTube, so I watched a couple just to kind of get an idea of what they look like, but their suites are so large and so cool. Okay, so those are Disney Cruise Line's oldest ships, the Disney Magic and the Disney Wonder, and they are a little more along the classic cruise ship vibes, where there's not as much overall like major Disney theming, Disney IP, but there is a lot of Disney touches throughout the entire ship. It's made with families in mind, and they're just still a fun ship to be on, especially if you love Disney as much as I do. So that is actually going to conclude this video. If you've made it this far, please consider subscribing to my channel for more travel, Disney, and week of workouts every single week. My goal is to reach 500 subscribers by the end of April, and I'm about a quarter of the way there. So please also like this video, comment what you're looking forward to in 2025. What is your favorite Disney ship? And that way YouTube can push this video out so that other people see it and I can achieve that 500 subscriber goal by the end of April. And thank you so much for watching. Bye, guys.